I woke up that Saturday with an unusual feeling of excitement. We had planned this trip for weeks, and the idea of spending the day at sea, away from everyday worries, seemed like a dream. I woke up early, preparing a picnic basket with sandwiches, fruits, and a thermos full of coffee. We were all excited, including the children, who couldn't stop talking about the adventures we would have. We arrived at the port just after dawn, the sky still tinged with soft shades of pink and orange, with the sun beginning to peek over the horizon. We rented a small but comfortable boat, big enough for the four of us. We received quick instructions on how to handle it and the safety items, such as the life jackets we were to wear at all times. Despite being inexperienced, confidence and enthusiasm guided us as we moved away from the coast. At first, the trip was peaceful. We navigated slowly, enjoying the scenery. The sound of the waves gently hitting the hull of the boat was almost hypnotic. The children were amazed, looking at the fish that occasionally jumped and the seagulls that flew low, almost touching the water's surface. We anchored the boat at a spot where the water was crystal clear, allowing us to see the seabed. We decided to stop there to swim and snorkel. We spent hours in these activities, laughing and playing, as the sun climbed higher in the sky, warming us. We had lunch on board, savoring every moment of that perfect day. It was in the middle of the afternoon that things began to change. We noticed dark clouds rapidly approaching. A sense of unease started to grow in me, but I tried to push the negative thoughts away. However, in a matter of minutes, the sky, once clear and blue, was covered by heavy, threatening clouds. The wind picked up in intensity, and the waves began to grow higher and more aggressive. We decided it was best to head back to the coast, but soon realized it wouldn't be so simple. The sea was too rough, and our small boat was tossing violently. The children, who had been so excited before, now clung to us, their eyes wide with fear. We tried to stay calm, but the situation worsened with every passing minute. The storm engulfed us completely, and visibility was nearly zero. The boat was rising and falling on the enormous waves, increasingly out of control. We tried to head towards the coast, but the force of the sea was pushing us away. Communication was difficult, and cell phone signals were intermittent. The rain poured down as if in buckets, drenching us and making everything even more complicated. The cold also began to be a problem, as we were all soaked. Panic began to take hold of us. The children were crying, and I tried to calm them, but the truth was I was terrified as well. Each wave felt like it would capsize the boat, and the feeling of helplessness was overwhelming. I started praying silently, asking for help, any help that could get us out of that desperate situation. The hours seemed to drag on as we fought against the storm. The boat's motor struggled to maintain direction, but the waves were relentless. In a particularly frightening moment, a giant wave hit us from the side, almost overturning the boat. The force of the water tore off some loose items and made us hold on with all our might. It was then, in the midst of the chaos, that we saw something on the horizon. At first, it looked like a mirage, but as it got closer, it became clear it was a fishing boat. They had seen us and were coming our way. I had never felt such relief in my entire life. The fishermen, experienced and well-prepared, skillfully maneuvered until they reached our side. The rescue operation was complex. The fishermen threw ropes to us and shouted instructions on how we should move. The children were the first to be rescued. Seeing my children being pulled to the safety of the fishing boat was an indescribable relief. Next, it was my turn. The sensation of being pulled up, leaving the chaos of the sea behind, was like being reborn. When we were all finally aboard the fishing boat, we were wrapped in warm blankets. The fishermen, robust men with faces marked by sun and salt, offered us hot tea and comforting words. They told us they had seen the storm forming and decided to go out to help anyone who might be in trouble. They spoke with the calm and confidence of those who had faced many storms before. The trip back to the coast was long but safe. Sitting together, wrapped in blankets, we watched the sea, which now seemed less threatening. When we finally saw the coast, emotion overcame us. Tears of relief and gratitude streamed down our faces. We were greeted by local authorities and other fishermen who helped us disembark. The children, exhausted, quickly fell asleep in our arms. We were taken to an area where we could warm up and receive medical attention if necessary. The main concerns were shock and hypothermia, but we were all relatively well, considering what we had been through. That night, after we returned home, I reflected on what had happened. I learned to respect even more the power of nature and the importance of being prepared for any situation. I was grateful for the courage and kindness of the fishermen who saved us. And, above all, I realized how strong and united our family is, capable of facing even the most difficult moments together. This experience changed something in us. We continued to love the sea, but now with a new perspective and deep respect. And always, in any situation, I remember the hopeful look in my children's eyes when the fishermen arrived, and the immense relief we felt when we were finally safe. It was a lesson in humility, courage, and, above all, the importance of family and solidarity. We decided, after this episode, to better prepare ourselves for future adventures at sea. We took navigation and first aid courses, learning how to react in emergency situations. We also invested in more robust communication equipment and better quality life jackets. We wanted to be ready, in case something similar happened again. The fishermen who rescued us became friends. We keep in touch with them and, on some occasions, go out fishing together. They taught us many things about the sea, and their stories and experiences became part of our lives. Through them, we learned to appreciate even more the life at sea and the importance of community and solidarity. In retrospect, that terrible day at sea brought us many lessons. It strengthened our family bonds and showed us that even in the most difficult moments, there is hope and kindness. The courage and skill of the fishermen saved us, and we will be eternally grateful to them. The sea, with all its beauty and dangers, remains an important part of our lives. We learn to respect it and always be prepared, but also to enjoy its moments of tranquility and beauty. And, above all, we learn to value every moment together, knowing that, regardless of the storms we face, we can count on each other.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our Messages and Messages channel. Until the next video.